So guys, how does everybody find their way around when they're riding a motorbike? Do they just have a map, old school, or do they have a sat-nav of some sorts? And on the two bikes that we do lots of touring on, we've both got them rigged up for Garmin 660 sat-navs. And when Carol was in Madeira on our recent tour, and I hope you're enjoying them. I'm not quite sure how many are out when you see this video. You'll see that she was using her normal Garmin out there, which she'd programmed some routes in. But on my bike, we thought we'd have a backup. So I thought I'd just use my phone and Google as a backup to find his way around. And we needed it in the end because we did have problems. So I've decided I'm going to put what I bought for that bike over there on my XSR, because it's not wired up for any sat nav. So when I go out on this, especially when I go out on my own, I'm not following Carol, I need to find my way around because I do get lost on this. So what I thought I'd do is transfer over the one that we had on the CB500X out in Madeira onto here. And I'm not sponsored by Quadlock, unlike virtually every other motor vlogger on YouTube. We bought these and I'll try and get them on here. We've got the clamp to go around the bar, basically a ball mount, and on that ball mount goes that arm, and on top of there is what they call a vibration dampener. So the vibrations from the road and the bike don't kill, well, hopefully don't kill the camera on your phone. Because I've got a Google Pixel 4a, it's just about the only phone that they don't actually make a case for. So I bought a cheap case off eBay and stuck the Quadlock mount to the back of it just there. So they give you various sizes of these, and I use the thickest one for the CB500. And on here, we need the thinnest one for the centre of that bar. The bar's a bit of an awkward shape because it's like it's got a bit of an oval on it. So let's see if we can get it on. Right, so using the thinnest one there. It's already cut, so pop that round. Put that round, and then now, if I don't know if you can see, these screws have got a little bit of blow on them, which is thread lock. I see it's got a ball that end and a ball that end, and simply clicks on like that. Tightens up. And then that just clicks in like that. Job's a good one. All I do to get the phone in there, I just pull the case just pulls in half, so when you click it all together, it's pretty watertight. There is a hole at the bottom you can take to a power lead, but I've not got a power plug on this bike yet. But my phone lasted a good 4 or 5 hours on navigation, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to go run out with it tomorrow morning and see how we get on with it. So see you in the morning. Good morning, welcome back. Hey, we've tried to start this video about 10 times, haven't we?
They're going to tie them up here, aren't
they? No, they wouldn't do that, no.
Oh dear. I think if this doesn't work now, we're going to have to go somewhere else, I think.
Anyway, welcome back. Welcome to a glorious morning here. Spring morning, and it's the first time out on their bikes. First time out, I've tried the Quadlock on my beautiful Yamaha XSR900 or Velocity Moto 900 LC, whatever you want to call it. Hardly ridden this, but looking forward to having a run out on it today. Carol's on her lovely street triple. Brand new tyres on that, so she'll be taking her time till she gets used to them.
I always take my time.
You do, don't you? So, shall we get out of this madhouse that is Madeira Furnace?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's coming out today because it's
a beautiful day.
Such a beautiful day.
Can't really blame them.
Yeah. Yesterday you saw me faffing around putting this on, which is just clamps around my top yoke, and it's got this little blue tab. Allows you to put your phone on like that, and I've now got a sat nav, which I didn't have before. You know the reason why Carol's always in front in our videos? It's because she's the one that plans the route and has the sat nav. Now I don't know where this video is going to fit into the series from Madeira. We might drop it in between. What did you think of riding out in Madeira then, Carol?
Oh, fabulous place. Couldn't believe it. Just every corner there was just a beautiful sort of panoramic view, wasn't there?
It was. It was a really good experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. We'll definitely have to go back at some point.
You've got to get used to. We've had a week of riding on the other side of the road.
We have, yeah.
Then suddenly coming out here.
Yeah.
I quite like my phone where it is. So far, after a week of riding some quite bumpy roads in Madeira, the camera phone's survived, and it has got the vibration dampener on it. So, I mean, that particular road we were going across the top of the island, you remember how bumpy that was?
Oh, that was really bumpy.
Oh, it was really going for it there.
It was like fastest we rode as well, wasn't it? Yeah. It was like the quickest bit of the sort of riding that we did, but oh dear.
Hey, we've got some bikes behind us. I think I am quite a convert, you know, Carol, to this, to Google Maps, because it's live updates, isn't it?
Well, it is when Google Maps works, but wasn't it on the news yesterday that Google Maps had completely gone down and was leaving everybody stranded?
When did that happen? Was that on the news then?
I'm sure there was a story yesterday on the news that Google Maps had gone down, yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but it worked for us most of the time, except when you try to put a new route in, and you happen to be somewhere where you've got no data,
which is quite a lot of the time in Madeira.
That caught us out a few times, so that's when it's nice to have a traditional sat nav. So yeah, between the two of us, we found our way round, and I think this is it's a nice backup. And I think if you're using it all the time, you definitely want a power supply on the bike, because it does drain the battery, but it lasted 4 or 5 hours. My phone did. The only problem with this, with Podlock and this phone, the Pixel 4a, they didn't actually do a case for it, so I just bought the sticky mount and bought a cheap case off eBay, and it all works. So it's really all I've got to say about the thing. We've not had it give us. I'm not trying to say good things about it because it's a freebie. We bought it. It was really good. We like it. I think the thing you want your sat nav for. We went to quite a few interesting places, and it's just finding your way to those places. I mean, there's so many beautiful roads you could aimlessly ride and come across some great roads.
Yeah.
But you could also miss a hell of a lot, couldn't you? Finding that area where you rode under that waterfall would be quite difficult unless you knew where it was.
Yeah, you got to do a little bit of research beforehand, but it's all on Google. Plenty of videos out there telling you where everything is.
Yeah. No, all in all, great holiday, and that's a great bit of kit. Highly recommend it, and I'll put a link to the products that we've got in the description below. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Cheerio for now.
Bye.
Bye bye.